What's wrong with you 12 files?
They're evil. Okay, recording now for posterity.
Oh, no.
No.
Everyone be in good behavior.
Anything but posterity. Oh, my win for the day was saving my overarching team a lot of embarrassment when I just happened to be aware that there was a test yesterday, and I knew that they needed data analyzed from this test for next week. And so I messaged the guy saying, hey, can you send me the path for the data? And he's like,
I hate to tell you, but you broke up through all of that for me.
Oh, man. I hate when that happens.
Same here.
Alright, fine, never mind.
I feel bad, too. I feel like I should have heard this tale.
You sound very proud, though. Good job, James.
Yay. I saved the day.
Something next week.
Something dark side. No, that's fine. It's no big deal.
So you added the picture for your character again?
If you go to bio and info and then hit edit, it'll give you the things for uploading the image and the token. And there's like a bunch of sites that'll let you make free custom tokens, like if I can drag my guy out to the map like that.
Ooh, fancy.
I don't know. I don't trust that hair. Someone with hair like that, his ego is at least this big.
Are you nuking my character?
No, I'm showcasing his ego.
I mean, that is true. I ripped that off of Front Mission, and he does have an ego.
I mean, when you're the 42nd of your line, how do you not have an ego?
When you're the what? Turn into a robot.
The 42nd of your line.
Oh, yeah.
I hate my internet.
They've been white collar the whole time, so they haven't gotten like too fancy. They're not rich. They're just not also poor. Gonna go hide in the mountains. Are we supposed to like do anything about our lance, the rest of our lance up here, or are we just doing that by paper for now?
Up where? You mean in
roll 20? Because I got my character filled out.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that I'm not supposed to be doing something else.
I mean, I intended to fill out your lances, but when that information became hard to get to, kind of became hard to do. Unless, do you guys have the ability to edit the chain of command?
No, I don't.
No, we don't.
Okay.
Could grant it to us, but...
Oh yeah, that's right. You can do that.
Storms are coming.
Well, apparently, Missouri reserves all their Amber Alerts whenever I'm on call with you guys. That was the last time I got one of those alerts.
It was 2 weeks ago on the call with us.
I know.
All right. How do I... This would go so much smoother if I wasn't such an idiot. All right, so we have Lee and a Locust 1 VB.
Yes.
All right. Who else you got?
I have a Locust 1E.
Do you have a pilot name?
No. I wasn't aware I was supposed to come up with those.
Unknown 1. Locust 1E.
And then I have 2 Locust 1S's.
Oh, geez. So you went that route.
Yeah, it was the easier route, and the 2 weeks I've had since our last session have been so grueling. The less trying to convert things, the better for me.
The Locust 1S. Is that the SRM Locust?
Yeah. They're my little explosive punch.
Especially if I say they have Inferno SRMs.
Oh, dang. I don't even know what that means.
I
I've not
mean,
used Infernos.
instead of doing
Napalm missile.
yeah, instead of doing damage, you do heat.
Oh, man. They already don't do damage.
Right, so they might as well do heat. All
That
right.
just don't mean as much in this system, though.
It's the missile damage table.
Oh, nonsense. Like, 5 heat is automatic shutdown.
Is.
Heat is scary
Alright,
in this system.
That might
is.
not be so bad then. I'll
The
defer
fire starter.
to you.
Alright.
The damage of 3 heat.
Oh my, that thing does 3 heat?
Yep, it's got 3 flamers up in its forward arc and 1 flamer and a rear arc.
Shoot it out your ass!
Oh, that totally reminds me of a meme I got today. I'll hunt it up and put it in chat. Making it
God.
spot on.
3 heat in this system, I think that takes you to negative movement, negative targeting, and pilot
It
damage.
puts you at a chance to shut down.
That's already chance to shut down?
Uh-huh.
You know, my wife sent me that picture today.
My wife sent me that picture today.
Nice.
Hang on.
We just got out of our flood warning for 2 days while that hurricane was coming into California, and so now we're already getting the high heat alerts.
Ugh.
Like, you got this until Friday. Like, let's go. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have it for a lot longer than that.
That was your guys' like 31-day forecast during July.
Yeah.
Just the foreseeable future.
It's like,
Yep.
like, we went 30 days without seeing temperatures below 110.
Give me a notepad
Somebody
real
suffering
quick.
from heat stroke, just rocking, talking about the spice melange.
We'll still see people like walking down the street, no hat, no nothing, just t-shirt and shorts. Like, dude, you are nuts. You gotta be dying at like 2 in the afternoon.
Yeah. Don't remind me of my youth.
Here's it again.
More missing children?
Yeah, it's the same one.
Oh.
You're going to start making us wonder what you get up to before you show up to the game.
Clearly, he spends his time as a superhero stopping the kidnapping of children.
Excuse me, I need to find a black forward traveling from Troy.
Well, go out there and your fire starter. That'll catch it.
I got to stop what I'm doing and go chase this guy down. He's 3 counties over.
Although a fire starter might be the worst vehicle to try to stop an Amber Alert. And
Yeah.
stop! Whoosh! Oh,
Ooh,
crispy
collateral
kiddos.
damage.
Maybe if I can machine gun out their tires. That didn't work so well. Medium lasers? Great. Now I just have 2 problems.
No, you need the AGM 114K knife bomb.
I'm going to kick the truck.
All right, I got pilot names. I'm gonna post them in Roll20 chat.
Oh, all right.
You can just apply them in that order to the max. Hooray! Character name generators.
Hooray! That's what I was using last night to make the chain of command.
I need to look up how many people are on one of those tanks. Sarna.
Now, what? You're in a Prowler ECM tank?
Yeah. Multi-terrain vehicle. But my Lance was 2 demon tanks and a scout vehicle.
One person drives and one person turns the crank really fast on the EPM generator. Or EMP
Well,
generator.
the Prowler can be piloted by one person alone. It's kind of like a wheeled mech in that respect. But the demon tanks, I'm not so sure about.
I just like the idea that the EMPs come from one of those old school like
A Van der Graaf
toy
generator.
things that just create sparks when it spins.
Yeah. What was your 4th vehicle?
The 4th one was a scout vehicle. Hang on, let me go back to the list here. Give you the exact name.
Scouty McScoutface.
Oh, it's 20 tons. It's barely over a Jeep.
Given that a Jeep is lucky to hit 2 tons.
It was the sensors wheeled scout. It's super Jeep.
It's so cheap they didn't even give it a proper name.
Yep.
Wheeled Scout, comma, sensor.
Yep.
Pride and joy of their manufacturer.
Probably General Motors.
General Motors, okayest Wheeled Scout.
It's got 6 wheels, but only 1 spare.
6 wheels and only one of them turn. And only one of them is powered.
As long as it's straight.
It probably don't even have a steering wheel. It's probably got those goofy 2 little levers in the middle. Okay, each demon tank has a crew of 3.
Dude number 1, dude number 2.
Driver, gunner, commander.
Commander number 1 was a great man. I knew his entire family, Mrs. Commander and Commander Jr.
Luckily, his twin, Commander 5B, was able to fill in after his unfortunate death.
A crew of 3, I'm guessing driver, gunner, commander.
Probably.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Oh, darn. I can't make this tank unit any smaller than a hex. It's a kilometer-wide tank!
And the options is to make it a drawing, then it won't automatically snap to your map grid.
And where do I do that in?
I think if you right-click on it, there should be an option to click under Advanced.
Advanced is
and
drawing.
Say is drawing. Yeah. And you can resize it however you wish.
Is that what you had to do on the Alien RPG when the map was too small?
I actually grid, so then all the tokens just refit to the smaller grid.
Nice.
They were decent maps. They just put such a god-awful big grid on them.
Well, even the campaign before had like a weird grid size for the map.
Yeah.
It really did feel like it was meant more of like this, where you were just looking at like general placement and not like a tactical battle map.
Yeah, and I mean, the system itself is not designed to be tactical. It's supposed to be like area control.
Yeah, well, yeah, because your
You're all in
movement
the
was
hallway.
done by doors. Yeah.
Yeah.
System though, I had a lot of fun.
Yeah. I just have these like wild moments of oh man, not euphoria is the right word to use, but I just feel like I'm spinning like 5 plates on separate poles at once, and I'm hoping none of them fall down yet. Keep them going. Keep them going. Because I want to have like a big payoff at the very end. I don't want to have things just like fall apart too quickly.
Yeah. But then you're doing like WizKids with the Clicky Mech Warrior, where you're constantly starting new events and none of them resolve.
Yeah.
Too many things happening at once. That's a nice looking tank.
I mean, that's how it was originally written, because they had this whole other subplot they wanted me to do. I was like, there's enough moving things as it is.
No, honestly, we didn't notice. So, like, clearly that was superfluous.
It was. It really was. It's this whole other plot line about the other human faction invading the planet, and then having to deal with them at the same time as all the other stuff going down. And it's just like, we don't need this.
No, I think the insurgency as a plot point ending around the time that like all the chemicals were dropping was probably like appropriate. A bushwhacker.
Hey, they can do with what I have right now.
Most powerful and able mech to field against the clans.
That was the very first BattleTech miniature I ever owned. I hadn't even played as a bushwhacker yet, and I was so disappointed when I tried one out, and I was like, I hate this mech. I'm like, why did I buy this figure?
Because the figure looked cool.
It did, and that drives 100% of my mech choice.
Oh yeah,
that's probably not wise.
Yeah. All right, so there's your respective lances.
Am I? Who's got what? Like I'm assuming this is Zero's guys.
Yes.
Who's got the bushwhackers?
The bushwhackers are Blinky.
Okay.
I figured these guys kind of look like a locust top down.
Oh, thank goodness! I was the one that was like, "Hey, that looks cool." I'm glad that's me then, and not the bush. Ah, thank you. After that little spiel, I'm like, I hate the bushwhacker. Well, guess what? Your locusts look like bushwhackers.
If you assign, James, the control of the pictures over to us as individual players, we can then move them around the board ourselves.
Oh yes, please.
Advanced.
Or, just do it to 1, and then out ourselves.
You know,
I don't see that
what-
as an option.
oh,
Double click on it. Bear with me, I'm operating from memory. If
Okay.
you double click on it, it should give you a little pop-up menu.
Yep.
And then one of the options is like give it a name, and then there should be an option for controlled by.
Controlled by all players. No. So these will be controlled by you. Okay. So that bushwhacker is all set.
All right, I have access to it now. Look at me go!
That tank
wonder-
is set.
I wonder if the Mega Mech unit pictures are
Exportable.
well. I know they're exportable. They're just sitting in the game directory as images.
Yeah.
They are. Yeah, you could.
But like, I wonder if they're easily searchable for future use, because then you could just probably pull those for goodies and baddies.
Oh yeah.
Oh, apparently, as a player, I don't. You can't do a copy paste of the same unit.
You can't.
Oh,
Okay.
that's okay.
They all paste to the same location, so I gotta.
All right, that's fine.
Thank you. All right, I gotta pull up that journal entry for chain of command so I can remember who's and what, and then give them those names. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be LCT1BB Lee. This will be LCT1E Cox. This will be LCT1.
I figure the driver of my scout vehicle is going to be this eccentric woman who only refers to herself in the third person and only has a one-word name.
Donna.
Salazar.
Karen.
Salazar thinks they can't hit Salazar.
All right. Let's see. Time to update the chain of command again. All right. Demon 1.
Miraculously, my vehicle's the only one that only has a crew of one. But it talks like it has plenty of passenger space. Oh, that reminds me of a question I had. I think it has like a 4-ton cargo bay. Like, with those cargo bays, can we haul ammo in them? Like,
Oh yeah.
what's our options there?
4 tons of stuff. Just not 4 tons of people, because people are less dense than cargo.
Oh, that depends on how much time you put
You
them
just
in the
gotta,
pressure.
you gotta squish them in there.
Yeah, that's right. I got 2 demon tanks. We can just pull them close to one another and not tell them to get out of the way.
See, now you're actually just reminding me of moving around in basic. They put 120 people onto a bus that had a sign saying maximum occupancy 40.
Well, yeah, they're not going to buy more buses when they got all that money to spend on toilet seats.
Right?
Oh, funny though. If I was a bus anywhere else, the fire marshal would be busting out. In thanks to In Living Color, it will always be Jim Carrey as Fire Marshal Bill anytime I think of a fire marshal.
Let's see. Roy Parker.
I was really hoping at least like the Wheeled Scout would only have one person, but no, that medium laser is apparently on a manual turret, I guess, and it has to have a person
Oh,
rolling
yeah.
around. I'm just going to turn my one-ton laser.
It's just like it's on a big pivot point, like a Maudus is now.
The gunner's just this big burly dude. It's used to manhandling a one-ton laser on a manual turret all day long.
And that's Tabitha Haybrook on Demon number 2. Don't mess with Tabitha. She might be an elemental.
The Wheeled Scout just looks like a Jeep with like an enclosure for the gunner, and then the other guys are just aft with no roof.
You're right. I love it.
But it weighs as much as a Striker command vehicle.
A lot of that's the equipment. And it's hard to say that without laughing. It's only 20 tons. That sensor package is probably a lot of it. And I think it's ice, so
It is, yeah.
probably less efficient powertrain there. Better not be CVT. I hate that shit.
Now it's direct drive.
Salazar only pilots gears.
Grind it till you find it.
Oh wow, it
Or
does
like-
only have one spare tire.
Or at least until you find your synchronizers laying on the road. See, there's a logic to this whole little lance. The demon tanks can basically stay within the ECM bubble of the Prowler the whole time, and the Prowler is kind of like the Prowler and Scout's kind of like a dual recon, but the Scout can go out and lay down a sensor net essentially, and yeah,
Yeah.
we can see the field and hide where we want on it. Then just start Gauss rifling things to our heart's content.
My God, those
So,
those tires are like 7 feet tall.
yeah, imagine I guess the gunner wheeling around that one-ton laser is the one that changes the tire.
And looking at the side view image, that's like his only protection in the back.
Is the tire that's behind him. That's really all it's there for. It's 1 point of armor in tires.
I don't know, man. With those white sidewalls, I think it's just a 50s flare.
Man, now the chain of command takes up almost the whole screen.
You're welcome.
Whose idea was it to fill in the chain of command down to the individual unit level?
I think it was
Oh
you.
man, I have to scroll.
Yeah, and it's not like a short scroll.
I had to extend the size of the window.
Yeah, I just did that myself.
Oh, I broke it out onto its own window, and I still got to scroll.
Well, that's how mine is too. I just extended the broke out window. Man, I'll lose a unit and it's going to be like mass burial.
All right.
How many will survive?
Ultimately, none.
Well, we know 3 of the firefighters, Lance, don't make it because they're in the tomb of the unknown mech warrior on New Vandenberg.
But we already know that. We know. They're not unknown to us. All right. Whew. So, like, all week long, I was working on, like, this fun, grandiose speech that I was going to give
Huh?
to kick this thing off. But did I think to write it down? No. I thought, this is so cool, there's no way I'll forget it. Now that the pressure is on me to actually say it, I'm like,
Give us the gist of it.
What I'm hearing is he failed his communication role right off the bat.
Oh.
wah, wah, wah.
Tough breaks.
Figures. Okay, so Subaltern Cabrera comes up over the radio, the commander of Raven Company. Hello, Ravens of Monkey Hill. We have some exciting news for you all. It would seem that the SLDF decided to attack the Praetorian Freedom Army and capture them all. It appears that they're attempting to start staging a military invasion, large scale, all the way across the Concordat, in fact, all the way across the periphery. Now, we need to make sure that not only do we show the SLDF what for out here, but we need to show up all the other periphery nations as well. We can't be letting some Canopin cat girls get the better of the Star League more than we do, can we?
Oh no,
But
sir.
what about the merman?
They have a hard time piloting mechs. They tend to just be aerospace jockeys. Alright. So since you guys are already deployed to that valley, in the meantime, what I want you to do is set up a defensive perimeter. Make of that what you will. Use the terrain to your advantage. And that way, if Star League decides to try to drop in here and come through, then you're already set to ambush them. If the Star League deploys elsewhere and doesn't come to Mignon, then I will tag up with you guys, let you know, and we will deploy to where we can kick their asses properly.
Any targets of interest we should be on the lookout for in this area?
None at this time. Just, this area should be vacant for anything except you, so if anything comes by, it's safe to say you're going to be able to blast it.
Any projections on the force strength inbound?
We have not yet detected an enemy jump ship in the system, so not at this time.
So we haven't detected a jump ship in system. What information are we basing this incoming attack off of?
Caution.
Gotcha.
Being prepared. Alright, so that's all I have for you right now. Fan your troops out. Did you just pivot that whole formation?
Yeah, you can box select it and it gives them all the same options.
Oh, that's nice.
That
I
looks
see everybody doing it now.
that looks really slick.
All right. Well, the Ghost Riders are going to immediately spring their wheeled scout into action, placing sensors at all the roads. I'm guessing they last a little while. Like, I'll draw little positions. Like, I don't know what the range of them are. But have one, like, right around here. Right around here. Places that he can hit pretty quick and
Let's see.
have at least all the major roads covered.
Oh, these are 5, 11, 13 kilometers away. These are military radios. They're only good for about 30 feet.
The sensors?
The communications between the sensors and you.
Oh,
No, I'm
damn.
I'm being sarcastic from my time in the army.
Let's look these up.
We had radios that were touted as like, oh yeah, these are good for 20 kilometers. Maybe one.
20 feet later.
Maybe 1 kilometer if there's no trees.
All right. This is a pretty big, wide open area right in the middle. I certainly don't think we should, given the scope of our composition of our group, that doing a stand-up fight in the wide open area is going to be a winning battle for our base. So doing some type of holding up strategy, either in one of the canyon valleys to give ourselves a hidden position, maybe, or up along one of the slopes along the edge of this valley, maybe a better position so we can see at least where they're coming in from.
That's what I was thinking. And the description on the sensors say they're meant for setting up perimeters for like dropship landing zones and stuff like that. So seems like this is just about the correct use.
Yeah, just about. Like, even if I wanted to be a pain in the ass, I'd say that, yeah, this guy over here wouldn't be able to send data here, but it would have good line of sight here, which would then relay it down to here.
Right. But I'm thinking once he's got them all dropped off, he's going to park like at this crossroads where he's got line of sight for
Oh.
sensory lead,
That's bold.
And it gives him a fast escape route because he's going to be outrunning just about everything on the field. Like, speed is life for him especially.
How fast is the scout?
1 second, I'll tell you. It's not slow. It's not super fast, but it's faster as far as 75.6. So it's what, 5.8 if you're going Total War?
Yeah. That's respectable. That's quick.
Not like Jenner or Locust fast, but it's quick.
It'll allow
Quick enough to get to a Jenner or Locust.
Yeah. It's quick enough that it would take a long time to try to catch it.
Right, and I figure with him in the center here, monitoring all the sensors, it's in a good position to get to back up in any direction.
All right.
Okay.
Speaking of backup, where are you
I
going to deploy the rest of your tanks?
Well, I figure we were starting out here at this little canyon entrance when the call came in. So who else is thinking something either hillside-ish that we can easily get up or down, or kind of overlooking the middle area? It depends on, do we want to envelop them or not, I guess.
Given our numbers, I doubt we could. I mean, we're rocking a scout lance and tanks and my medium lance. I don't think this is going to be a grand.
Are
think
you?
we
Are
have-
you? You're all ranged, right?
Yes.
You got a lot of wide.
I'm
open-
surprised you're not taking up a perch in the eagle's nest. That sounds
Well,
like
because the range of this valley is far outstrips the range of Mech Warrior scale weapons.
Yeah.
Right. Because even if, let's see, out to 0.9 kilometer, if anyone could see that, that's
Yeah.
the range of my LRMs.
oh wow.
That's close to my Gauss rifle range, so
Got it. So I'll be attacking things that are adjacent to my token.
Yes.
Perfect.
Well, if we all crowded around the ECM vehicle, it doesn't really matter where we are, as long as they can't see us.
Line of sight, yeah.
Yeah, I might position myself.
And that was kind of the idea with
Ah.
it. Exactly. Exactly, though, dude. You're thinking right, though. Because that's what I was thinking when I chose it. We can crowd the light mechs around the Prowler and along with its own tanks.
I was just happy our formations fit.
It's quite the nice aesthetic.
It was meant to be.
Now, you're not going to hide
Which-
the ECM tank at the bottom of the lake.
The Spaniard of the Lake shall rise and declare the true king of Monkey Hill. I mean, it is an option, but I don't feel it would be of any tactical benefit in this situation unless I was trying to run in a very awkward way. Flee with all the grace of a tank pretending to be a boat. It's not helpless on the water, but
No, it'll move.
yeah, it's just not its preferred environment.
Like,
it's
it-
less good for my locust to be around it because then we'll take forever getting out.
oops, I slipped and fell down. Oops, I slipped and fell down again.
Right.
Ow, my leg.
No, Destiny actually got rid of that rule.
Oh, no fall damage?
No piloting checks for getting in and out of water.
Oh. So, who's the lance on top of me again?
Locust Lance.
That's my locust lance
The bug band. Gotcha.
bug band.
Cool. So
No longer the swarm squad for PR reasons.
Goddamn Nazis still ruining it. 1,000 years later.
You would have been better off naming yourself the Monkey Hill Mafia.
We're the Storm Squad, and our emblem is this weird spider.
Uh-huh.
Ugh.
Great. You came up with that on your own, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
No, actually, it's
People kept making fun of our name, so we became the Advanced Swarm Squad.
it was the Sound of Music that actually first made me think of the Nazi flag as a spider. One of the kids is complaining about the scary flag with a spider on it.
Don't think I've ever seen that movie. Just the one scene.
Oh, I think that was a required movie for us in one grade. I don't know if it was elementary school or middle school, but man, it was like
Yeah.
that and West Side Story.
Yeah, I
West Side
remember-
Story, me and her.
I remember having to watch West Side Story in middle school.
I liked West Side Story though. Even though it's just Rumble in the Bronx, Romeo and Juliet.
Right, yeah. When I watch it again as an adult, I'm like, wait a minute, this is just Shakespeare.
It is.
It is. It's like how Bridget Jones' Diary is just Pride and Prejudice.
Yes.
So, if Bridget Jones' Diary was zombies,
Now there's a movie of high cinematic quality.
Pride and Prejudice and Zombies.
Oh yeah.
oh man, that sounds right up my alley. I love great Jill's works of art, like what is it, Raptor Priest or Raptor
Velocipaster.
Jesus or something. Velocipaster, that was it. That movie was great. And
That mo-
Kung Fury, Kung Fury's a work of art.
Oh, Kung Fury. Yeah.
I love Kung Fury, dude. That David Hasselhoff music video is like one of my favorite music videos.
I will rewatch that every now and then.
Oh yeah,
When it pops up in my feed.
Kung Fury's classic. And I just discovered that YouTube has the Ice Pirates for free to just watch full movie anytime you want.
Planning your escape route.
Yeah.
If we're going to cheese it, we're going to cheese it up Warner Springs.
Unless that's where they come from.
And we're going to cheese it down San Felipe.
I know. We don't have a lot of intelligence about where the heck of our what kind of line we're holding it from, and it's just like anywhere. All right.
It's hurry up and wait, dude.
Yeah, this is accurate military planning.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's this time in the military coming out once more.
That's right.
Go to this
Hurry up
open
and
field
wait.
and hold it.
Yeah.
There's only two places you ever encounter this, the military or WoW raids.
Hang on, I gotta wait for my pizza rolls to microwave.
I got him in the fusion reactor.
Be ready.
Hold on, I gotta shoot the laser a few times to make sure I got a nice sear.
Right? I knew this
Hold on,
rifle.
Firestarter, use your rear arc.
There's nothing like that I&I spice of a PPC steak.
You just know you have like a lance mate who's got like a hot dog on a stick and is like, "Hey, Firestarter, heat this up for me."
Boosh! Oh, it's covered in napalm goo now.
It reminds me of this cookbook. It came out a number of years ago called Manifold Destiny. And it's a cookbook
Manifold
of
Destiny.
It's a cookbook of recipes to use your car manifold for while on a road trip.
9?
So you can
Opens
like
at
wrap
10, right?
stuff in aluminum foil and it tells you how far and how fast to drive.
It'll be fine.
So here's my basic idea then, is that I'll try to stay in cover, and then if we get sight of the enemy, we can try to establish a skirmish line, but you try to fall back towards my position. And then when they get too close, I can jump out, hit them with long-range firepower, and hopefully that'll be enough to cause them to scatter, and then we can do some pursuit, try to knock out a few of the weaklings. And then if it grows to be too big of an issue, hopefully our faster speed will allow us to retreat over front to the north or to the west.
The way I'm seeing it, my demon tanks are the bug band's punch. They set things up for the Gauss rifles.
Yeah, I assume that like once we have visual on something, I'm running out to go and say, "Hey, I'm the welcoming party," and then I'll try and lead them back.
We're going to, hopefully, with the sensor net up and my scout in a good central position for them, we'll get some early warning. But watch them land into the dropship right behind him. Gunner wasn't looking backwards.
Dropship inbound, right here.
Yeah, right?
Oh, he's right on top of us. Damn you, MechWarrior 5.
Exactly, it lands right on top of us.
And then drops an assault lance. At least that's how MechWarrior 5 do.
Da, 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 da. We've been hired by your enemies. We're coming for you.
Why?
That was pretty good.
Wee.
All right, let's hit the fast forward on
All right.
this wait.
You guys are done chattering now?
Yeah, I think we got a plan.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, with no information and hurry up and wait, this is about as good as we could manage.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's as good as anything else, the way I see it.
Yeah,
I suppose we could have like 1 or 2 units like trying to patrol along that road.
Yeah, because I see I probably should have dropped another sensor around Warner Springs.
Ah!
Oh, God.
I've lost all topographical information.
And at that moment, vacuum decay
Activate
happened.
VR
Ah!
Image
man.
enhancement. Engage.
Yeah, right?
Yes,
I was going to say, isn't this the Clan's enhanced imaging? Starleague had that shit. Where do you think they got the idea?
Did it come back?
Slash conspiracy.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, hey, I can move that to the map layer.
Yeah, and then you can't mess with it.
There we go. Huh.
Yeah. Have somebody like do a little perimeter on around.
Do you want me to have one of my guys doing a perimeter?
Sure. Boy,
I
we're
could
not all
send
just-
I could send Cox
Yeah.
out.
yeah, somebody fast. We're all fast anyways.
Man, I put something on the
You
GM
could-
layer and now I don't know how to get to it.
You could send one to that west sensor location and have them sort of circle.
Depending on which user interface you've got, you
I
should have
moved
it
to the new
either-
one.
Okay. It should all be available on the lower left-hand side then. It'll say tokens, map, and then GM on the
Oh.
lower left.
Oh, okay. Yay. All right. All right. Okay. Radio crackles to life. All right, Ravens. It's Cabrera here.
Yeah. That's my patrol path.
Jump ship just came into system. Several drop ships breaking off. Looks like most of their big ones are heading back to a big open field to the north of you. And a leopard is coming your way. So time to get tactical.
Wow, that was a pirate jump point.
That's the best way to invade a planet.
And for commanding officer,
All right, we'll get over.
got a bad connection.
Is there anything I could do to clean it up with communications and stuff?
You can tell that the signal is being interfered with electronically, but by the time you
Oh,
try
maybe
to
I gotta
clean it up,
This one.
by the
And life imitating art.
man.
Great.
let me guess, I broke up again.
You went rollout mode.
Fan,
Immediately, too. It was perfect.
fantabulous. So yeah, you can tell that the signal's being messed with electronically, but by the time you cleaned it up, he's already off the air.
Yeah.
I can tell, yeah.
Yep.
Did I break up again?
Oh, dude.
The downside is your recording's not going to have any of that.
No, instead it's just going to have you guys
So it's gonna
reacting.
make no sense.
It's going to be completely clean on your end.
This means one of us is going to have to start recording, so we get the other side of it.
Right. Because what I get sometimes is occasionally I lose all of you.
Yeah.
Mm. That's when we say all this smart stuff.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
That's when we're our best.
Yeah. Yeah, did you hear me? I said I rolled a 12. All right.
Oh man, we destroyed that mech 2 turns ago. You were lagging.
Should I be keeping Cox on his patrol?
Well, we know they're coming in from the north now.
Well, he said the larger units were off to the north.
True.
Yeah, we just heard that there was a leopard coming in to us.
Our grid.
Yeah.
Perhaps we need to revise our planned egress route if we need to punch out of here.
I'm thinking at junction.
Yeah, definitely not north.
Yeah. I don't know. Somewhere.
You could always go Mesa Grande and get the cover of mountains.
So I'll say that your base, the most direct route back, is the way straight out east. But any of the southern exit routes will eventually get you there. They'll just take longer.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah,
figure them out.
I think if you're bugging out, it's more what's safest than what's most direct.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
We're a high mobility skirmishing group, so can move around.
I think my demon tanks may be the slowest here at the normal 4-6. I'll look and make sure.
All right. Well, I'll keep him on patrol. I'll just keep that patrol up for now, and then like we can move the guy somewhere along that line when things start happening. Like he's over here at this point.
Yeah, I'm mostly 64 kph. My Scout's the fastest vehicle I got.
Nothing wrong with that.
So I suppose the objective of our enemy then is probably just to scout out our location and try to find where our base of operations are. So ideally, we want to head them off from going down the eastern road.
Yeah.
This also means, though, that we could let them
Secondary
go
objective would be to stop them from linking up with the rest of their main group on the north road.
Read them from going north. Yeah. So if we got to bug out, we want to bug out west. Ish.
West or south. That would be our ideal exit.
Okay.
If things go to shit, do the best you can.
Oh yeah, we got sidetracked by the actual comms breaking up. But I was wanting to know if there was anything I could do to clean up that last signal since it came in murky.
Oh, I was saying that by the time you cleaned it up, he's already done talking. He's off the air.
Okay, gotcha. That part didn't come through. I lacked the skill to fix it in real life.
No, I blame how many devices are trying to use the internet in the house. Or just the internet provider itself, because we've recently had it where the signal going into the router is what stopped.
Yeah, we've had that before.
It always seemed to be my upstream that would crap out.
Yeah. All right.
This is a heads up, James. I probably have to head out in about 10 minutes.
Oh, early night for you, huh?
Well, I get Mara to bed.
Okay. Well, I'll be sure to wait until after you leave and then drop the assault lance.
All right, cool.
Kerensky comes down in his Atlas.
It's about that bugging out.
Now's your chance. Take him out. Change the course of the entire inner sphere.
In
responsibility.
in the story I'm writing to encapsulate this story, I hopefully will write. Kerensky's atlas is precisely what Comstar is looking for in reviewing all these old records.
Trying to recover it.
Comstar's, well, it's the obsession of one guy at Comstar, because after the New Vandenberg uprising, the atlas is like gone to history. So a few hundred years later at Comstar, my whole plot is it's became sort of like a holy grail. Just try to figure out what happened to Kerensky's atlas among the historians.
That'd be fun.
It's like a wild goose chase, but they like get a bunch of other archaeological stuff in the process. Anyway.
All right.
All right.
So, your acoustic sensors all start picking up the vibration of an incoming dropship. The northernmost sensor starts picking up. What kind of sensors do these have? Does it say, or does it just say sensor?
It says it can be pretty much any type, but the wording kind of speaks as if you should specify precisely what type of sensor. So I was thinking the most basic, like, universal detection type. Let me
Remote sensors dispenser. $30 sensors per half ton. $30 per half ton? Oh, and it has half a ton of cargo.
It's like that trash can from the movie Twister.
Yeah, yeah. Typically a mix of thermal, electromagnetic, and seismic. Okay, perfect. So
you also have to be within 2 kilometers. I just now saw that.
Oh no.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, you have 30 of them, so we'll say they're all along this road.
Yeah, and those are just the points where we change direction or whatever.
All right. So then if I do this, bing, the northernmost sensor at a range of 2 kilometers picks up something that I'm no longer able to move. Oh, because I'm not on that layer. Gotta move my layers. There we go.
Oh.
I'm used to thinking, well, I can see it. Why can't I move it?
Well, I better report that contact to the rest of the squad. We have a contact at the northernmost sensor.
I've got visual on a dropship flying through the air.
And it comes to ground.
One problem I'm having is with all this stuff on the map, I can't select my little...
Oh, you want me to... I can clear the thing now. Sorry about that.
That's alright.
Alright.
My patrol is no longer necessary. I moved along it.
Yeah, and I'm thinking my scout vehicle is going to start heading back behind the line, so to speak. His job's done for now.
Yeah, Sam, I'm going to reform.
I mean, the sensors are still up, so...
Yeah.
Alright, so since the sensors are up, they detect this lance of light mechs.
But probably no actual ID on what they are.
No. No, the seismic tells them that it's light. The thermo tells you that there's fusion engines.
I'd hate to have an ice mech.
Dang it, this mech won't start up in the cold.
Right.
Need to go
Pump
pull.
the gas.
Imagine the diesel smokestack you'd need to have on that one.
Ugh.
How tall it'd have to be.
That's what like all the industrial mechs look like that I was looking at when on the last campaign. They were all like smokestacks up the back of the torso. It was great.
It reminds me of a PS2 game called Ring of Red, where it was this alternate history where four-legged tanks came out in World War II and changed the course of history. And you're in the Vietnam era in the South Asia region, and you're in diesel-powered mechs. It was cool though, 'cause you could have like snipers right on top and infantry beside them and stuff like that as you marched them out into combat with the diesel ranking. It was great. One of those hidden gem games.
That sounds fun.
It was. It was an RPG too. It was very kind of like cinematic with the combat.
I'm repositioning.
All right. I'm thinking
I
the
don't know
plan.
how far I can get.
I'm thinking the plan holds up. If you can draw them further south into the valley, I can then hold myself in reserve and then strike at the appropriate time.
All right, then I'll start bringing him in on like an interception. So like these guys will come in this way, and he'll just kind of like get there, and then once they all form up, they'll kind of, you know, bust a Yui after making a pass.
I don't know how to do these fancy little lines you guys are doing.
Oh, this is the measurement tool. It's the ruler. And if as you like click and drag the arrow out, and then you right click to put a waypoint, and it lets you draw a new direction.
Well, isn't that spiffy?
You say that was in the line tool?
Measurement tool.
Yeah, measure.
Measurement? Ah.
Everyone measures.
But how do you get it to stay?
If you're in the new UI, there's a
Setting
linger
called
option
linger,
for fade
yeah.
delay. But you have to opt into the new UI first.
Which already seems much nicer given the features it has.
Oh yeah, it's way nicer.
It does. It's a step up from the old version.
Yeah, I just turned it on.
Alright.
Unsupported browser, but it is Chrome.
So from the sensors, you can see that they're basically just splitting up and largely holding position. They probably don't have sensor lock on you, given the distance. I mean, what? They're, yeah. Oh, yeah. You're definitely out of mech sensor range. But the one guy is moving up a hill.
So we can suspect he's range support of some sort.
Well, if he gets up high enough, he's just going to be able to see you visually. Maybe.
I mean, assuming they can't from the road anyway.
Well, over mostly level ground, seeing something that's 4 kilometers away, that can be tricky.
All right.
Depends on how many trees are here.
Yeah.
Because it'd be pretty easy for tanks to hide in tree
Well,
canopy. Maybe
I think that the light green is grass. I think because there's darker green elsewhere on the map, I consider that woods. So you guys are like out in a grassland right now?
Yeah, we're wide open.
All right. So my impression is that they're just trying to secure that road from their main drop zone from the north. So it looks like they're hoping to transition their main landing zone from north over to this area. So if we can disrupt their scouting lance, that will probably slow down their operations.
Yeah, we need to get these interlopers off our lawn.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get a hit on this guy since he's closest. He's gonna get the full brunt of the bug band.
All right. So here's where things are going to be kind of different with Destiny. With the Destiny narrative system, the only people who give narrations in combat situations are the players. So they also dictate how the enemy responds to them. Now,
They give up.
yeah, see, I was going to say that if you do things like that, you get no XP.
Sounds highly sus.
You do things that are, make sense, then you get XP. You do things that might even be more challenging, you might get bonus XP if you pull it off. Now, one of the advantages that this system has is something that my kids didn't think to take advantage of when I had the three of them go up against a vulture, was you can have your heaviest mech say, oh yeah, I just shot at him and he responds by firing everything he has at me. Meaning that the lighter people... Right, he's tanking, so the lighter people don't have to worry about getting shot at.
Clever.
So, I may, massage some things here and there, but largely I want to try to let you guys have fun with the narration.
Alright. To know. I think this is my cutoff point.
Alrighty.
I'm getting prepared to try to move on that left flank, hopefully trying to stay in a more hidden position alongside the edge of that mountain.
That ridge?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright. Okay, gentlemen. I will talk to you again soon.
Yep. Have a good night.
You too. Bye.
Bye. Alright, so does anyone have binoculars in their mech?
Tanks probably would.
Never did get around to doing that inventory bit.
I got a T. I definitely have a T set.
Let's see, it's a mile, just over a mile. Yeah. Yeah, if I can...
I like how everything's set to kilometers
and then I convert it to miles. Yeah.
What is it 2.56 kilometers is a mile?
1.6.
Like
1,600 meters. I remember that because I ran track for one semester. All right. So, I'll leave it up to you guys to decide, who wants to go when, or if you want to do different actions together jointly.
I'm cool with joint actions, but I'm also kind of set up to be a little bit reactionary to what the mechs do. I think ideally the mechs would set up opportunities for Gauss rifle support.
my whole plan is to just come along and do not to add another arrow to this, but I was just planning on doing
A strafing run?
A strafing run. Yes, thank you. Man, my brain just broke down on that. In order to try and like harass them and get their attention. I just don't know when I can move and how far I can move with before like reaction happens.
Right. And I would probably need to advance up a little to get in range.
So do you just want me to move a little bit? Like what do you want me to do? I need a little direction from the DM.
All right.
Yeah, we're still new to this system. We're still filling it out.
So I'm going to say that that's about sensor range.
Yeah,
Right, and I already know I have to get adjacent. I just don't like. Do I just move adjacent now and
whoosh? Right. So the direction from the GM would say that you handle this by saying, I started advancing towards him with the plan of doing this if nothing happens first.
Right.
statement.
Well, I mean, that's obvious. I'm
Yeah.
always planning on doing something, assuming nothing else happens first. Like, I think we can just take that as a given.
I'm fine with taking that as a given. You never know. Some people are like, haha, you fell into my trap of not announcing your intentions.
Oh, yeah. Well, all right. That's fair.
All right. So, once you break sensor range, your sensors are able to identify each other, and you find that you are in the, well, at least in the midst of two, because you're within sensor range of two of them, stingers.
Oh, okay.
And
That's this guy and this guy.
this guy.
Oh, this guy, and the guy I'm next to.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the Prowler starts getting radio traffic of them saying, we have a light lance, possibly other vehicles in the clearing. Advise.
All right, guys, we're spotted, and I'm charging my lance in behind the locust because I can't keep up, but I need to get close enough for support fire.
All right.
And my jamming's pretty. Hey, hang on. Would I be able to use the tank's communications for like a broadband or a broad spectrum jamming or white noise?
Absolutely.
I'm a white noise generator.
Yeah, you absolutely can.
I'm gonna start jamming all the. It's a little. It might expose us a little, but I'm gonna start jamming all the channels that we're not using in the area. Theirs in specific.
All right.
Oh yeah, and this little guy all the while was moving,
skedaddling on over.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, we can say he's about. We can say he's about there.
I just guessed somewhere around in here. I figured there. Put him there.
By the time you are able to close to there, this guy backs up a little bit to here to try to tighten up. And they all start moving in a little bit. You definitely got the momentum advantage because you were able to be basically going full tilt by the time they realized you were there.
Yeah, we got the initiative on them. We knew they were coming. We knew where. We just didn't know what their mustaches looked like.
That's right. All right. So you close. Let's see. How point blank rangey are you? Oh, that's hilarious. You're still
just outside my range.
Just that, like the sheer size of these things. At center to center, you're still like 400 meters apart. So we're gonna have to, this is where we get.
I assume it's like I assumed it's all fudged.
Right, yeah. This is where we get narrative with it and realize that these are just for high-level reference. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So as you you run up on a guy, you get into medium range, and do you act?
Yeah, so I think so I got Cook here in the 1S, who's the one that's right here. I was thinking that he's gonna just like juke. So instead of attacking, he's gonna like turn to go after the next guy to let this guy down here, who's Cox, come in and actually take the attack on him. And then this guy here is also intending to attack him. That's Lee. And then this guy up here, Mr. Ding, he's going after this guy in the back.
All right. So I think it'd be reasonable to say that this stinger here helps if I have the right cue on. This stinger here would actually likely end up firing on this one because he's the one who
This guy
ran up
here?
closest. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
You refill this with wine when you get a chance.
Let's go put it on the counter.
Okay.
All right. So he's going to have to make a defense roll first. Let me see. Let's see. All right. So open terrain. No modifiers.
That's
His movement class is. All right.
Cox.
All right.
That's Cook.
So he rolls a 12 to try to hit.
Dang.
Ouch.
So combat in this is opposed rolls.
Okay.
So he's sitting here trying to fire his arm-mounted medium lasers.
At this guy.
Yes, the opposed roll would be 2d6 plus their piloting, plus the speed rating of the vehicle. Plus,
I don't know what their piloting is.
what's yours?
We didn't actually make characters.
Make them all like one less than you.
Oh, okay.
Oh God, my team's useless.
Well, that doesn't apply to your team because your team has specialists.
Let's make them one better than me, then they'll just be average.
Yeah. But in the case of, Max, if he's the Lance commander, he's clearly the best pilot in the Lance.
Yeah.
But
makes
should I assume that it's going to be the same for gunnery?
Yeah.
All right, let me. So it's gonna be that.
So,
Sorry, I'm just writing it down on the paper real quick,
yeah.
so I don't forget.
So,
All right.
so a Locust
I need to-
gets a +4 to their defense for their speed. I'm adding the quirk of narrow and low profile, so you get another +1 to your defense. I like quirks,
Okay.
and some of them can be applied here.
Focus is
Just
tricky.
write that
to
down
hit.
once. All right. So that's going to be a 5, and then the piloting of 3. So
he-
it's an 8 plus 2d6.
Yeah.
2d6 plus 8. Bam.
Boom.
All right. He dodges the laser shots. He jukes out of the
Reject.
way right as they go past him.
Awesome. Kind of move him a little along that line.
All right. And you guys are still out of... He and his target are still out of range. But we can say that at this point, you've moved into medium range with your other two guys, if you want to...
Oh, these guys? Okay. All right. Yeah, they're going to go ahead and take their shots. That is my 1E and Lee's Mac. Okay. So I'll let Cox take his shot first, if that's all right.
Yeah, what are you shooting with?
I'm gonna, since it's medium range, I'm gonna do the 2 medium lasers because I can't do anything else with that. Small lasers won't do it. All right, so that's gonna be a -2 in his gunnery and a D6 or 2d6, right? Because his medium is a -2.
Yes.
Okay, so that means it's
You added their speed class to the attack too.
Oh, I add the speed to the attack as well.
Yeah, because the way they the way they actually wrote the rule is that the attack bonus is your speed rating minus the speed rating of your target. I think it's easier to just make it one gets it to their attack, the other gets it to their defense.
Yeah, that sounds right. Since it's opposed rolls, it doesn't matter where that bonus hits. All right. Okay. So 4 minus 2 is 2 plus 1 gunnery is 3. So 2d6 plus 3.
All right. Go ahead and make your attack as well.
Okay, and that's going to be with my medium pulse lasers. And that's an okay, so that just is a +0, right?
Right.
All right, and so my gunnery is 2 plus 4, so 6. 2d6 plus 6.
Oh,
Chapow.
Oh.
Nice. Headshot.
His defense was a 12. So he manages to avoid the laser fire from the 1E, but gets caught by your pulse lasers.
All right.
It gets caught hard.
All right. Let me...
Do I roll a location table?
The location table is on the mech sheet.
Oh, it is. So I just roll 2d6?
Yes. Torso.
Torso.
Alright. So 2 medium pulse lasers is 4 damage.
4 damage.
To the Stinger's torso. Torso armor. So that blasts away all of his torso armor. He is now exposed.
Nice.
Okay.
Alright, what other actions would you say that they would take in response to this? I guess you don't have the Stinger's sheet up.
Well, they would probably fire back. Like, I know the one guy tried to take a pot shot at my first mech, but like I don't think the other guys are just going to be sitting around doing nothing.
No, they're trying to close ranks.
Yeah, I think they would honestly be trying to similarly close ranks like I'm trying to do on them, so that they can return fire. That guy in that stinger in the lead might want to like protect his torso though from any additional follow-up attacks. So like he might take a pot shot and then like twist.
So that's another fun thing about this system. There's no difference between shooting from the front, rear, or side.
Well, I know. I'm just like giving some narrative.
Some narrative, okay.
Yeah.
So
Some
narrative.
narrative flavor.
Well, he at this range he has one medium laser he could return fire with. If you want to say that he takes a shot back at you.
Yeah, I think he's going to turn. Which arm is it on? On his right?
Center torso.
Center torso. Oh dang. Okay, I thought it was a stinger. I thought the laser was on the arm.
Stinger 3GB. Royal Star League.
You have the character. You have the mech sheet, so I believe you. Like,
yeah.
I just.
No, I know it's not a standard stinger.
Wait, GB. It's a royal regiment.
He thrusts his arms back in order to like push his chest out as he fires that laser at me.
He gets dramatic.
You know how royals are.
He's just, doing it like they would in Battletech the cartoon.
That propaganda piece?
Yeah. It's in universe, it's canon, we can reference it.
Except it hasn't been made yet.
Cartoon chest attack. Well, not yet, but it will have been made. Someone from the future.
In the future. Alright. I'm going to give him a -1 on his shot since he just got rocked hard. And he is trying to basically do a shoot and scoot. So...
Okay. And who is he shooting before
He would be shooting back at you, who hit him hard.
All right, cool. That makes sense to me.
So that gives me 2d6 plus 7. Ooh.
Sucks to be him.
He botched that.
Bees in cockpit.
This is Frederick 3. I have bees in my cockpit. I don't know where they came from.
All right, so movement plus piloting plus 2d6. Okay.
Plus an extra 1 for the narrow profile.
Oh, then add 1 to that.
Talk about min-maxing.
Hey, man. So, that was one thing.
The minute I knew I was going to be in light mechs, I was like, oh, it's all going into piloting.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, Locusts need all the help they can get. When we were having our first little play test of this combat system, and Riley realized that, oh, am I breaking up?
Yep. That's the only thing I understood.
How's it sounding now?
Better.
80%, yeah.
All right.
Legible.
When we had our first playtest of the combat system, and Riley realized that the base damage of his catapult's LRM-15s was enough to destroy any part of a Locust. They're fragile.
Yeah, they are. Oh yeah, because there's what is this? My 1S's, two torso armor, 2 internal. It's the arms 1 and 1. It's
Perhaps today is a good day to die.
Right? That laser blast you just did would have cored out one of your own lance mates.
Yes.
We play with fire out here in the periphery.
Yeehaw!
Yeehaw!
Are we doing anything with Eric's guys?
I may just start moving them.
Cockpits.
Right, they're the ones with the bees in the cockpit. Oh, I grabbed too many things.
I can't wait for the Tex Talks Hunchback. I'm thinking that he's going to have an hour or so lead in about a tank to make his thesis on the Hunchback.
Much like he did with the Warhammer.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what's going to happen. It's going to be about some Star League into all the way through the Succession Wars tank. I'm thinking like the Demolisher. Just a simple platform built around a weapon. A single devastating weapon. And then like, segue, Hunchback.
Yeah, that would track. Alright. So that's your Lance's move up.
Mm-hmm.
Your turn.
You were breaking up there.
Ah. This is the worst. Alright, that's Eckerson's Lance done. On to De La Cruz.
Alright, I kind of chalkboarded my whole approach with my Lance.
Alright.
So, what's going to happen is De La Cruz is going to radio out his tank commanders to spread out and envelop them. So, my right flank's going to keep its distance but move in, sliding its demon tanks into firing position on the lead wasp there that just got his tummy exposed.
All right.
So they're going to see all this going on and see him kind of ducking and weaving, trying to hide his core. So they're just going to try to zero in center mass on him by the tank commander's decree here and open fire with their Gauss rifles on him. I doubt they're close enough for anything else.
I doubt they're close enough for the Gauss rifles.
Yeah, I'm not sure on range. I figured I was just kind of example moving these guys.
Yeah. I mean,
the Gauss rifles are fairly long, so
they are. They only have a -2 all the way out to long range. Long range is, I think that's what we're spitballing, is like right around 900. I actually had it written down somewhere. 20 old school hexes. 30 meters. Oh, it's only 600. So you're in position to cut off his escape no matter where he tries to run, other than straight north.
It isn't going to let me get an exact.
No.
Oh, you can also.
You have to turn off snap to center.
Oh,
yeah. On
No
good snapping, go to no snapping.
Yeah, okay, I got you. So, were we going to say he manages to get into range this turn, or he's still on the move?
I'll let you take the shot at an additional -2 penalty.
Okay.
With the
extreme range. Then.
Yeah, with the southern guy. He's a lot closer than the northern guy.
Yeah, we're just trying to envelop him anyway.
Yep.
All right. So we need to figure out what his skill is for his gunner.
Did you take a vehicle gunning skill?
My character, has piloting and gunnery for vehicle, but my demon tanks have cruise.
Right. So I'm just saying, like, what's your personal gunning skill?
Adjusted or base?
The total bonus.
2.
2? Or we can.
I suck.
Yeah, we can say that since that is this guy's entire job, that he would be a 5.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm not the combatant of my group.
No.
I'm somewhere between the scout vehicle and the demon tank, closer to the scout vehicle.
Yeah.
All right.
No,
so
I guess
that would be.
that's one of the benefits of things like tanks is that the crew can min-max their skill set even more.
Right. The driver can focus on just being a great driver. All right. So I'm having to learn this system from scratch, so bear with me. That's going to be 2d6 plus minus actually, isn't it?
Yeah, you're gonna have a 2d6 minus 4 for the range. The speed of these is 2. So plus 2 for speed, minus 4 for range, plus 5. So a net of a plus 3.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like to me. So 2d6 plus 3. That would be slash roll 2d6 plus 3.
Yes.
Or just slash R.
Oh my god.
Oof.
This isn't Baldur's Gate 3.
Apparently it is. You accidentally shoot the friendly locust and he dies.
Oh,
How dare
I'm
you.
afraid of that.
No, I'm not going to be that mean. Not right away.
All right, so the weapon does not fire. The safety was on. All this hurry up and wait.
Hang on. I want to see if he falls down into it.
Oh no, I don't want to be dealt a gunner. He somehow found the breach and lost his arm.
He forgot to load a round.
Oh, those breaches on those tanks can like take off a hand real quick, or at least
Yeah.
some fingers.
Okay, yes, he dodges the shot that went wide anyway.
Yeah, there's. he could have rolled snake eyes, and it would just been.
Yeah, with the plus
ballet
6.
of-
So another idea I'm toying with, because I'm ripping this off of my interpretation of what I see in Harebrained Schemes BattleTech, is like every time you shoot at something, you see that little like -1 evasion show up.
Yeah, they lose evasion.
So I'm thinking like, okay, well, what if that's what their speed rating is that they get as a defense here? That's their evasion. Every time you shoot at them, they get 1 less of that remaining to signify how much harder it is to dodge fire from different sources.
I've always viewed it as accuracy through volume of fire, but yeah.
I mean, that's how they calculate the evasion rating is from the movement, so that makes sense
Right.
to me.
Okay.
So yeah, he comes sliding his tank around. The gunner completely unprepared. He jostles around in his seat, pulls the trigger at the wrong time, shoots wide. The wasp is like, because he's got a soft belly anyway, but he's like, oh, I'm alive.
10 kilometers downrange, there's an impact.
Yeah. Someone's outhouse explodes.
That's right.
Dad, it.
Sir Isaac Newton is the most deadly motherfucker in space.
I told you those Jeffro Bodine boys were no good, Willis. She blew up the toilet again.
Oh, that wasn't them. That was just your bean casserole.
Yeah, I might have murdered a great many things in my time, Willis, but I've never murdered me a turlet.
I have.
Anyway.
All right.
Anyway, so we said the guy at the north he's not going to make it in range for the wasp. De La Cruz, be it Dunning-Kruger effect, bravado, or just sheer bravery, decides that he's going to do a strafing run in behind the locust. So I'll figure he's got the same speed as the demon tanks. He's probably not going to be in range yet. He's all pulse lasers and SRMs.
Right.
Well, no, he's got an LRM-10. Crap, that's right. So he's going to unload a salvo of LRMs as he closes in, trying to strafe a flank.
All right, that'll be another an extra -2 for the extreme range.
So he's going to be he's got a gunnery of 2. So you said that's going to be another -2 for extreme range on him?
Yeah.
You'll have to repeat that. You broke up.
Yes.
Okay. Is the voice activation. I was just getting the S on the yes. All right. So that'd be -2, 2d6. The speed rating of the other guy.
Your speed rating.
Oh yeah.
Which is.
I mean, I moved the same as the demon tanks, so I'm guessing that's a 2.
Yeah.
So that's nets out at 0? Or is there something I'm forgetting?
What's your gunnery? Your gunnery's 2?
Yeah.
Your gunnery's 2, your speed is 2, -4 for the range. Yeah, that nets out at 0.
Yeah. All right. So it's just going to be 2d6. Oh my god.
Oh, jeez.
Welcome to the suckiest tank crew on all this planet.
As your missiles rain down all around him, he does a pirouette and a ballet in between each individual missile.
Yeah, I was actually going to use the same exact word, pirouette. He's just ballerina in it. All right.
And I'm going to say that that dodging maneuver actually gets him a little bit further away now. Just because I got to reward that double 6 somehow. All right. And given the time, I think we're going to go ahead and hold here. Plus that way Blinky won't get too far behind.
Yeah, he can still take his move.
Let's see. Hers.
Awesome.
All right.
Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna make a
my
note.
Scout vehicle. I'm just gonna move my scout up like a kilometer.
All right.
I figure that's realistic. Kind of moving slow, staying behind the line, keeping an eye out on sensors. Make sure no other dropships show up. I mean, he's got a target top and a medium laser.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I was able to just make a little note about his GM note about this guy's damage. That's handy. Okay. Fun.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
You too.
Yep. You as well. See you in 2 weeks.
See you in 2 weeks, if not sooner.
I'll just let me know.
All right. Bye.
Later.